everybody. Happy Thursday. So let's take a look at the energy while folks are popping in here. Let's take a look and see for this weekend. Yeah, so things we're moving into more of an easier time. It's easy going, says Pink. People, there's room for optimism. It's just easier. The energy was pretty heavy going into August. So now, yeah, like beginning, we're feeling that now, and it's going to continue through Monday. So just seize opportunities, find direction. It can be a little too easygoing, laissez-faire saying. So, yeah, and the retrograde delays are gonna subside through over the weekend. So let's take a look, gang. Hello, everybody. Hello. Awesome. Hi, Maureen Huff. She's the first one here. Hi, Angela. Hi, Vivian. Good to see you. Hi, Midge. Kehal Brigo. Aloha, Kehal. And one Mula. And who else is here? Hi, Gail George. How are you, dear? Good to see. Hello, Delphi Ross. Good to see. All right. So our signifier is the magician. We have everything we need. The magician, he's got the 4 decks. The 4 suits are on the table. The sword, he's holding the wand in his hand. He's got the swords, the cups on the table. So we have everything we need for the journey this week that awaits us. We've acquired all the tools, all the self-mastery to bring our dreams and desires to fruition. So don't doubt yourself or your abilities. Move forward with confidence. Fear and anxiety is in our past, in the 9 of Swords. In our past position. And it's been kind of getting the best of us, igniting and overwhelming and creating sleepless nights. So stop that negative spiral by shifting the words that you tell yourself, shifting your perspective. Affirmations can be a very powerful tool. If you're feeling this way, we vacillate in our energy. The collective has been activated and it's pretty agitated. I think personally, people are feeling pretty easygoing and good. Things are rolling in their homes, but when we go out into the collective, there's still that anxiety and stuff going on, which is okay. So just ground yourself. Remember, we bring in energy from the top down. We heal from the top down. We ground from the bottom up. We find our center. So feel yourself. Feel the roots coming out of the bottom of your feet. Burrow down into the earth. Just feel your legs get heavy. Just saying that, taking a moment to pull the energy up from the earth. Yeah, I can bring the heart rate down. We're marinating in the Queen of Wands, gang. Love the Queen of Wands. Confident, strong-willed. Yeah. Very good. Taking charge of our lives. We see our goals through completion. We're going to kind of have to focus on that a little bit for the next few weeks, because we can really get caught up and be distracted in this good energy that we are feeling. We are being called to rise. We have the Judgment card in our future, and that's calling us to rise to the next level of our personal or our spiritual path. It's time to shed the layers of the old and allow yourself to step forth into a new, more enlightened version of yourself. Yeah, just take everything that you have learned. That is your medicine bag for today. Very nice. Thank you, Pink. That was good. Very good. Hello, more people. Hi, Beverly. Good to see you. Hi, Marie. Good to see you. Hello, Denise. Oh, hi, all things Maria. Thank you. These are my computer glasses. They're like half the distance. So thank you. Yeah, they feel really good on my eyeball. Much better. Hi, Suzanne. Hello, Exilia Lundy. May the universe bless and keep you and your family and your friends safe and joyful. Thank you. It's good to see you guys. Very good to see you. All right. If you have questions, hi, Rose Blue. Please put them in capital letters. We can do all kinds of questions today, spiritual, some political. I may choose to not answer, but go ahead and put them in. Spiritual questions, personal, political, whatever you want, gang. Yes, that would be good. All right. Anything? Got anything yet? Let's take a look on something. There's always something going on with everything. All right, guys. Well, then while you're getting your questions together, thank you, Vivian. Thanks, sweetie. Oh, I love your picture, hon. Okay, how do I use the time between jobs for my family's highest good? Feeling unmotivated since the layoff. All right, let's take a look. How to best use your time. What's going on? Well, honey, it's clearing out that energy, one Mula, of kind of grief and things have changed. So remember the collective energy. Some people are really happy with the politics. They are digging everything that's happening. Some people are very anxious, and there's a lot of fear, and there's a lot of unknowing, and that's entropy. It's causing people to make choices. People are changing, people are leveling up in all different ways. So the energy is just this entropy. Just imagine floating around this smog. And some people are very, very sensitive to it. So just know that that is happening. And then your own personal story right now, it's been a big, big change for you, says Pink. So let's take a look at what you can do. Mastery of the wands. Wow, it's all wand energy. So it's all about energy, one Mula. It's letting go. It's doing some exercises to just focus on yourself, because this change has happened in your life for your growth. It's reflecting back to you what it is that you are needing to learn, and letting go is one of those things. That's what Pink is saying. It's like moving you up. He's showing me you moving up to a new level, that this is part of your ascension, part of your growth, part of that leveling up process. So grounding yourself, doing things now to that you feel good. Don't worry about you being something for someone, for your family. Right now, be a little bit selfish and go within. Spend some time with yourself, grounding, and then releasing. See whatever it is that needs to be let go of. Take time that's by yourself Go outside, go sit on a rock, take a chair outside, sit outside, and ask yourself, what is it that I need to let go of? What did this experience teach me? Did it teach me about my relationship with myself? What is it teaching me about my relationship with spirit? And then listen for those answers. You'll know. You'll just have a knowing. That knowing is your guides speaking to you. And then when you get that answer, that's the energy that needs to be released. So see the roots coming out of the bottom of your feet. Feel them coming off of your butt and wrapping around the most beautiful rock in the earth that you've ever seen. And then turn on your volcano. See lava shooting out of your head and name it. Name all the things that the energy, the grief, the change, this big change. Just release that. If there's sadness, if there's shock, if there's fear, financial fear, yeah, lots of fear, yeah, just move that out and just sit there like a volcano. Just let it burble and explode, and you'll feel that. It'll kind of feel like it calms down. You'll feel a tingling on your neck. Then bring in the column of light. Bring it down all around you so that you are just immersed in this huge column of juicy light from the God consciousness. And then open up your head and just let that light fall into your body. And just see it swirling around your cells from your head all the way down your arms, back up, bring it down your spinal cord. And just feel peace and ease and say, I am rooted, I am grounded, I am safe. Yeah, that is what can be done right now. One Mula, that would be a good way to spend this time. And then go do things that you enjoy. Just get quiet and listen. Spirit doesn't drop us on our butts. That there's always a reason. And all of this experience that we have is for our growth. It's okay. All right. Deep breath in. There we go. Check me out on Substack, you guys. I send out emails all the time. I love writing articles. I love it over there. I do videos over there, so check me out. Jen Bushman, The Spirit Inbox is the name of my newsletter. And I do videos, I do writings. They come in your inbox. And I just, like today, I talked about babies and crystals, and it's always something different. I love Substack because it's a great way to connect with your community. It's like you build your community and there's no censorship, So here it's the algorithm. You got to do this, play with the algorithm and do a certain thing in 5 seconds, 45. It's just, so I like it over there. It feels like I'm really connected with you guys. So go check it out. You can subscribe for free. I've got, tiers so you can support me so I can keep going with it. That would be great. But just go check it out. We've got the new website. It's almost finished. I've got a friend now. He's helping us out and we'll get the new site launched. I've got to work on this tax piece for the rock shop. And so that's kind of holding us up, but that will be launched. And I'm going to divide into 2 YouTube channels. One I'm going to do my spiritual stuff on, and the other one I'm going to do like political and current events. But I'm going to do like fun stuff, like what happened to the amber room? I've always wanted to know. Right? Are you guys familiar with that? It was built in the 1700s, given to Philippe by Prussia in Russia. And it was given by Prussia, and it's this room, and it was full of amber, and it disappeared in World War II. So I'm going to do a journey on that. But things like that I'm going to do, kind of solving mysteries and stuff. So it'll be 2 different channels. That's what I'm going to do, because I've been trying to figure out how to navigate this, like the spiritual stuff and then the political stuff. And they can be kind of at opposite ends of the rope. It is holding the same rope, but it can be at opposite ends. So that's what I'm going to do, gang. So that's coming. All right. Oh, goody. We've got some. Well, Mula, you are so welcome. And love you, honey. Yeah, you are so welcome. It's all going to be okay. Yes. Yes, I am. This is we live in a state of semi-permanence. We all do. I mean, nothing is permanent, and things can change like that. Yeah. Very good. All right. Will the blood be? Oh, okay, Marie. All right. Well, I got a warning because or somebody reported me on YouTube because I said months ago that Donald Trump was going to set up concentration camps, and I got a warning over that. And I took the video down, but now it's happening, and that is what's going to happen. So we can go there. I can tell you what I see, and it doesn't look good. It's frightening. It, to me, looks like what the history books and movies that I watch about Hitler's Germany, what happened. And we are moving in that direction. We are in a fascist state. And a person like Donald Trump, he loves this kind of government. And that's what I see. And this is for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. Let me get there it is. The banner is placed. So this is just me and my what I see psychically. And I saw this. I saw Alligator Alcatraz, and I see what is coming. And more of that is coming. This run into Washington, D.C. under the guise of that there is crime in Washington, D.C., but you ask the folks that live there, and they're like, where? No worse than anywhere else in our country. But he's doing that as a dry run, wanting people to get used to it, wanting people to get comfortable with it. And it's going to be in blue states. I saw it happening in California before it happened with all of the protesting, and but that they're going to bring in the National Guard there. I saw that, and I see that they're going to do more of that in Washington, D.C. And what they're getting prepared for is people protesting. They're going to have like a rapid response force, that a lot of these folks are being recruited from white supremacist groups. They are loving this ideology. And so we're going to see more of that. We are going to see just more of this oppressive energy, but it is not going to last. You know, it is not. It can't. And so the thing that we need to talk about is, how do we respond? How do we hold the light? How do we fight back energetically? I mean, we can get caught up and, you know, when is he going to go? When is he going to pass on? When is he going to be taken out? Is there going to be a coup? Is there, you know, don't get caught up in that. Get caught up in, what can I do to hold the light? What can I do to keep my energy together when the shit is hitting the fan? When the sky is falling? It feels like that at times, right? It's like watching the chess game between the Texas and the, you know, all the representatives have fled Texas. And so now all the blue states are saying, okay, we're going to gerrymander in our states in order to sway the count of the midterms. It's ridiculous. And we can sit there and be anxious and fearful. And the more that we think about it, the more that we sit in that energy, this is what we create. You know, we watched MSNBC just every day. Some of those commentators would just talk about, oh, hi, Donna Zapatini. Are you out here? Okay, well, I'll reach out and we'll get it figured out. Okay. Those guys on MSNBC just kept talking about Trump all last year, all the 4 years that Biden was in office, the fear of Trump. And all that spirit hears, all the collective energy hears, is Trump, 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 Trump. And this fear, 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 fear. So what we fear is what we create, because where we sit, what we marinate in, that's what becomes. What we feel about things is what we manifest in our physical and tangible reality. So we can talk about what we see and what we predict. Well, all I can say is it's going to be shitty for a while. And we just accept that. And let's go in and let's figure out how we can hold the light. Yeah. So my screen just went black. Are you guys still there? Baby Spirit's like, no more. Too funny. Yeah, we need to stay positive. Hi, all things Maria. It's not easy, but we need to try. And it's not necessarily that you need to stay positive, like run around and say love and light to people when you don't feel that way. So how do you genuinely find the light? Well, as my friend Mary says, you stay in your joy. You stay in your joy. Joy is the highest vibration that there is spiritually. When we are in joy, our aura is ginormous. Our energy is ginormous. Our channel opens up to the God consciousness. And it's just like rose quartz energy, man. It just flows. So do the things that you love. If you want to be outside and garden, garden. If you want to take a nap, take a nap. If you want to eat chocolate, eat chocolate. If you want to go to the movies all day, just do that. Turn the news off. You know, watch a movie that you enjoy or a program, but don't listen to, you know, YouTube just to keep that fear going. Yeah. Stoking it. It's good to check in. Yeah, good. Very good. I'm all for chocolate eating. Hello, Fireside. Yay, Maria. Oh, and Fireside, how are you? We can handle shitty. We're light warriors. We walk our path and we go around obstacles and we feel the breeze on our face and the sun in the sky and we radiate it back out. I love you, sweetie. Good, good. Yeah, you fully blame the media for keeping him in the forefront and relevant. I mean, just imagine, you guys, what if everybody just turned their back on him and that administration and just was kind of like, huh, and just turned away and went about our lives and laughed and encouraged each other and helped each other and supported each other and accepted each other for who we are, what we believe in. Just imagine it, just see all that oppose him, all that are fearful, if they just turned their back and just went, oh, they would go nuts because we fuel that, we feed that. You know, this kind of thing, because he is what they call a fourth dimensional. He is in his will. Putin is fourth dimensional. So is Kim Jong-un. These guys are in their will, in their will. They, meaning that they do not listen to that little voice within that says, hey, it's not a good idea if you steal the chocolate bar, right? They do everything for power. They're always damaged, have really difficult lives, can a lot of neglect or weirdness when they were little. They evolve into narcissistic personalities, but that fourth dimensional energy, you turn your back on it. You don't give it any sort of fuel. It just fades away. Yeah. Good. Oh, Beverly is going to visit her family here. Awesome. That would be the best thing to happen. Yes. Yeah. All right, guys. Any more preguntas? Well, let me expand my sales with a bigger selection of merchandise. Yes. You're like a consultant though. I don't know. Let me look at the cards. Let's see what the cards say, Corey. Tell me about Corey and his work. Oh, it's something, it's not good what you're marinating in. It's the Seven of Swords. It's sneaky, sneaky. And then you got the Eight in your future, which is like a self-imprisonment. You've got the Four, which is take a rest with it. These are not good cards, sweetie. So don't do that. Whatever that is, do not do that. You are the nurturer. Yeah, you are the nurturer of energy, and you're coming at it with something that's like physical and tangible to solve a problem, but it's not. That's not the answer. It is not in that, this idea, this thing that you want to do. No, no. No, my dear. So, yeah, it doesn't matter if they will let you, just you don't want to do it. Don't do that, Corey. Okay, good. All right. Does the majority really agree with the direction we are going? Hi, Trish Kaiser. Let's take a look and see if they agree with the direction. The majority, do they agree with this direction? Oh, okay. So 6. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. It's all about a delusion. They're marinating in the delusion. So only like a group, like a small group of the base that supports him, they really agree with it. They believe in it. They believe in it like they know, like it just fuels every cell in their body. They think he is the answer. They think he is like the second coming. And then there's like this other layer of folks that they don't like him, but they like the policies, but they don't really want to admit how deeply they like it or that they are aligned. It's like there's this whole separation of they like, the deportations, that it really, but they mask it. They mask that how much they really agree with it and like it. I don't know if this is making sense in what I see, because Pink is showing me like 3 different groups, like subsets that are making up one whole. And so I'm trying to interpret it here. But he says no, that the majority does not agree with the direction, that it's really waking people up. Like the people that voted for him, they didn't really want to. They kind of held their nose and clicked the box or filled it in with black ink. But they are seriously regretting it. And it's picking those people off that were once, he's showing them like being picked off one by one, folks that really aligned and agreed. But the Epstein, this whole thing with the Epstein files, there for some reason, that is the thing that is they are seeing things clearly now. It's kind of been like opening up that door so that people can peer in and see everything. For some reason, which is interesting. I wonder if Dufresne, bless her soul, if she's the woman that's taken Trump down. Yeah. Yeah. Very good question, Trish. Do they really agree? Some do, some don't. They're being picked off one by one. Is what we just saw there. The current situation is temporary, right, Vivian? Yeah. Thank you, Marie Sutton. That was a good question. Denise, why are you so exhausted? Well, I did a journey on this because a shaman friend of mine, we journeyed together and showed me that there are like activation spots, that there's times of activation where energy changes. It's almost like the consciousness is, seated with a new change, a new thought, a whole new, like COVID was an activation point. World War II was an activation point. The whole October between Israel and Gaza or Hamas, that was an activation. There are these certain choices, this certain seeding of our consciousness where we make choices and big events, big energy happens. So COVID was an activation. Then last November, December, for you ninth dimensionals out there, this was an activation for you. and of great change. And a lot of you are still feeling pretty tired from it. That's okay. Just know that one thing that you can do that I've been shown is creating a toric field with your energy. So, are you familiar with the Taurus, Denise? You know, you see the earth do it, like the magnetic field flows like this, and that's the toric field. You can create that with your energy. Just see a column of light coming down, anchoring around you so that you're just bathed in that beautiful, juicy light, and then turn on your Taurus. And some of you are really being called. Like I've been doing readings with folks and seeing them, they kind of like have this ginormous purpose for us that it is their job to almost cleanse the energy. And they have that job because their soul is such where they don't try to control others' energy. They don't absorb others' energy. They don't even try to understand it. They just honor that whatever needs to be cleansed needs to be cleansed. They just kind of show up and they just be, they just do. And so that is something that would really help. You are in a place. So there's these times of activation and there's places of activation, Denise. And where you live is an activation point. A lot of people feel the way that you do where you are living. And just think about the energy of where you live right now and what's going on. And it was interesting when I flew, because I was journeying, we were flying, and I was seeing these like orange red hot spots around the country. And Florida is one, Idaho is one, Texas is one, over on the East Coast up into Canada is one, and then over on the West Coast in Canada was one. I didn't see anything in the middle. But these are places where the energy is just really right now. And if you are in any way sensitive, as Fireside Psychic says, we're all light workers. Everybody is pretty much all that are here are light workers. So you're going to feel this. But these places, if you live in those places, you could be feeling exceptionally overworked in a sense. So, but if you understand that about yourself, a way that you can work with it and combat it is to see that toric field, see yourself as the Taurus, and kind of just like let whatever is to be, you know, and wash the energy. Just let it visualize, Denise, like, you know, I've explained this to others, but like the column of light does come down through your center, kind of squishes your soul out, right? You're completely protected. That light just flows, that energy just flows. And then you're bringing in all the energy from around you, whatever needs to be cleansed, and just let it do it. And you are separate. That way you will keep your energy. And you will, if you start to do that, you can feel that change. But rest. If you need to rest, rest. You're very sensitive, hon. You are. You're just the light. You're like the sun. Yeah. Good. I hope that helps, Denise. Good question. Thank you. McKenna did my hair. My daughter. Isn't that great? Yeah, we're cutting back, so she helped me out with that. Thank you. I told her I've been having some great hair days lately, dear. Thank you. Oh, let's take a look. Is Gavin going to be our next president? You know who I wish they would put in is Josh Shapiro. I wish he would start campaigning tomorrow. He is such a great orator. Yeah, he's good. So let's see, but Gavin. So will Gavin be our next president? Oh boy, he's really he's on fire. He's so angry about what's happening in his state and how, I mean, our president is just picking on these blue states, people, areas. No, I don't see him as president yet, Angela, but Pink's standing over there with the wheel spinning. So he's going to run. But it may be very difficult. Be prepared for that, you guys, our next election, and if it will even be an election. Be prepared for that. Yeah, prosperity. He's feeling good. He's feeling good. I mean, he's like angry. It's propelled him forward. It's because he's got the messenger. So it's propelled him forward, but he's still maintaining his balance. Yeah, he's taking on the elephants. Yeah. And he's feeling very good about he's the messenger. Right now it's looking very good, but he's kind of like, did my thing click off? He's like the one in the running right now, like energetically speaking. I'm just talking about energy, like who's forward, who people are aligning with. But more gonna rise, Angela. But as far as him sitting I don't see him in the White House yet. I don't see that. Pink standing there with the wheel spinning right there. So, good question. Bright as a button. She's here. Hi, Simone from Australia. Oh, Angela is feeling very edgy in the UK. Breathe. Oh. How can I best manage my feelings about not having the connection with my guide team that I feel I should have at this time? Okay, well, Suzanne, I am teaching a spirit guide class day after tomorrow, Saturday from 11 to 1, $40, 2 hours. It's recorded spirit guides, where they reside, how to connect, how to use them to transmute energy, clear, manifest, but really understanding your guides and understanding your aspects, understanding, you want to work with your guides of the 10th dimension and beyond, but understanding too, Suzanne, that we're human beings. And if we are, if we're going through stuff, if we've got a lot of energetic smog around us, we're not always going to hear, and we're not always going to feel that connection. So I'm going to share tips and tricks and techniques on Saturday to clear that off and to figure that out. What is it that is kind of the block or the impediment for creating that connection or feeling that connection? We watch YouTube. There's a lot of folks there that, hear that say, I see my guides or I hear my guides. And then people can maybe feel less than. I don't want you to feel any less than. I want you to know that we're all equally powerful in how we connect, we're all psychic. We all have these abilities. We just have to remember who we are. We're seriously brain wiped in order to come to the third dimension and have this emotional experience, because the third dimension is all about emotion. How, through our emotions, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, they are energy, and that our whole experience is the energy of what we feel, and it shapes our spiritual progress. So that can get in the way, being a human and having this experience. So just learning it's not learning, it's like remembering who you are, Suzanne. And just know we're all equal. We all do it differently, and we are all equally as powerful. Right? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Good. Okay, hon. Am I doing any more retreats? I'm not going to do the balloon fiesta this year. I'm working on the retreat in Hawaii. Dave Johnson and I are going to be there in March. We're going to be on Oahu and Waikiki. And so I'll be announcing that more formally soon. It needs to get finished. The website needs to get published. Once that's done, then that way people can come and check it out and sign up and stuff. But thanks, Angela. Yes, we're going to talk. It's the name of the retreat is Stand in Your Power. So it's just going to be good. Dave's a channeler. He's a great teacher. And it's just, we're going to share like tips, tricks, tools to, further our connection, understand our connection with spirit, things that we can do so that we do stand in our power, so that we do have, things that we can pull out of our toolbox to manage our reaction to energies that are happening now and just through our lives. So thank you, Angela. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I lived there for 10 years, so I'm really excited. Excited. Okay, guys, any more questions? Hello, Susan. Will Congress go blue in 26? Let's see. I see a fight coming. Texas is doing their thing with the gerrymandering, changing the maps. And now, I'm glad the Democrats are finally fighting back and saying, no, we're going to change our lines, but it's just going to be a mess, and it's going to create a problem for the future. It's not a good thing to do, but that's kind of the times we're living in. And yeah, so let's see. Tell me. Oh, got the Seven of Swords, Sneaky Pete, thievery, marinating in the Republicans and the elephants. Wow, these are Gavin's cards. Huh. Yeah, they're going to do a lot of sneaky stuff. They're going to gerrymander. Texas is going to go through with it, but then California is going to turn around and redraw their maps and gain more seats. And then there's blue states across the country that are they're gonna do it up in New York, and then other red states. It's just gonna become this ridiculous back and forth. But it's marinating in red energy still, Susan. I know you don't want to hear that. I hate it when I see these things, you guys, and I have to say it out loud. Oh man. They're going to cheat. Depends on how much light gets shown, because they've got the Hermit. So it's either shining the light or will the light be shown. That's the wheel is, there's pink. Wow. So let's just see how it plays out here. But at this point, I see red. I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. Don't write mean comments, you guys. I'm gonna unsubscribe. It's not my opinion. Oh gosh. Yeah. Uh-oh. Right as a button. Simone's house was robbed and trashed by squatters. Yeah, you do feel paralyzed. You can't bear thinking about it. Well, before we look to see who will buy it, how can you get moving to clean it out and sell it? You know, doing those similar kinds of exercises where you ground yourself and then, you know, shoot the energy out of the top of your head like lava. Because it's such a violation. It's such a violation of your energy. You know, our homes are our space, our sanctuary. This is our very own space where we feel safe to be who we are, and we are who we are in our homes, right? And for some people to just take like that, and then they trashed it, I'm so sorry. But they do not determine who you are. You can say things like, you have my house, but you do not have my soul. You took my house, but you do not have my soul. You do not have me. And then spend some time doing that energy release where you see it shooting out of your head like lava, hot lava. Because your root is on fire. Your root chakra is your foundation. That's where you want to feel it, see yourself lit up, deep red, that you are safe. I am safe. My foundation is strong. Those things need to be done, Simone, before anything else. You've got to get your energy back and coalesce, right? Very fragmented. And talk to your guides. Calling on my guide team of 100% divine light, please assist me with this work today. When our soul has been assaulted like that, when our physical body, our energy body, that is in call too. By the power of grace, I consciously state that my entire being at all levels shall be reset to wholly align with 100% divine light now. By the power of grace, I consciously state that my consciousness, my subconscious, my highest self, my physical, my energy bodies shall be reset to wholly align with 100% divine light now. Something like this happens, doing a ritual like the 6 calls can really help you to remind you of who you are and to reset your quantum field. It is a series of steps, but there is a series of steps within spirit. There is organization within spirit. There is order to it. So I highly recommend doing that kind of a ritual, Simone. Yeah, in order for you to remember who you are, to get yourself seated back to you. Your quantum field is just so fragmented, pretty frazzled right now. But when you get that back, then all the moves that you make, you will just be able to get the house cleaned up and get everything done. I see that. Neighbors buying the house. I see actually a family that is not near you will purchase the home, is what I see. So, oh, Simone, we love you. You've got 66 people here that are just loving you right now. So, yeah. Okay, hon. All right. Should we all get our passports? I'm terrified of being put in a concert. Oh, okay. Now, you guys, it doesn't mean that everybody's going to be going into concentration camps. They're going to build them, and it's going to be a series of, everybody get in line. People that are, I would be put into the concentration camp before you would, Iran. Yeah, I mean, I'm on YouTube and I talk about this administration. I'm a dissident, I'll be I'll be put in before you would be. So no, it doesn't mean to flee. If you are comfortable leaving, folks, then leave, but just stand in your power. Stand in the light. Just know that this energy, this oppressive energy, this wall it's just like it's the boogeyman. It's giving fear, it's giving more power. It's like Harry Potter and Voldemort, they wouldn't say his name when it gave him more power, and that's why Harry would say his name, and showed that he was just like little and nothing, and he shriveled up and went away. Same kind of thing. Stand in your truth, stand in your power, stand in that authenticity of who you are. Yeah. It's going to be okay, sweetie. Yes. Good. Good. When did I live? I lived in Hawaii in 88. Sam was born in 98, and we moved back to Seattle then. Yeah. All right, gang, we're at an hour. I'm going to head out. What's this? Newsom was raised by a single brother, had no silver spoon, and even talks about his dyslexia. Good. Yeah, well, Putin's afraid to come here. He's afraid to come to the mainland U.S. Yeah, it's so they can hide. They don't want people taking pictures of them hanging out and fishing and, being buds. Fourth dimensional buds. Yeah. Oh, I contain your life. Oh, I love your picture. You got me hooked. I've been learning. Oh, cool. Okay. Tumbled stones are actual crystal. Very cool. All rock is good. Just remember that, guys. All right, everybody. So, thank you, Denise. I love you too. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Saturday is the Spirit Guide class at 11 o'clock Mountain Time. So go to jenbushman.com. Please check me out on Substack. I've put up a lot of articles and a few videos, and I've got meditations over there. So check it out, everybody. And the website will be published. Our friend Adrian is helping me out now. I'm so excited. And McKenna, she's going to start school next week. And she's been helping. And then we're going to do the rock show. We've got all the rocks. I mean, that part of the site is built. I've just got to figure out the tax stuff. I have to meet with somebody in order to do that. So, all right. I love you guys. Mwah! It's all going to be okay. We're all good. Stand in your joy. Boom. All right. I will see you all next time. Okay. Take care. I don't remember when he was on a horse. Remember when he was shirtless? I just love that. Very cool. All right, guys. Everybody take care. I'll see you next time.